Yo, 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 yo.
Hey, yes, this is your girl. This is Chiquila Barnhill, and you are now listening to another episode of the Birthday Lady podcast and show. Yo, 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 yo. yes. Thank y'all. Thank you. You're my favorite people. You know it. This podcast it's all about helping. Y'all, that's all I want to do. I don't want no money for real. I don't want anything. I just want to be compensated for my energies, actually. But for real, what I want to do is I want to help you answer questions that you might have about you. All right? Just that typical kind of thing that goes on. Now, I'm a life coach that uses the Hermetic theory to provide my clients and the general public with the words and vocabulary that they need to express themselves or to understand or express their deepest feelings and thoughts about their personal life. And no, I'm not your typical astrologer, and I hope you don't hold that to me, because for one thing, I don't try to predict human experiences. Really, again, my aim is just to help you identify some possible pathways of coping and basically just give you a tool of reflection, not really like force some kind of weird religion on you or anything. Because remember, this is a pseudoscience, an esoteric science, an ancient science. And thank you for tuning in. Yeah! We're going to have so much fun with this episode. So I'm really, really ready to get started. All right. So this episode was recorded on July 12th. 2018, 3 days before my 42nd birthday. And with that in mind, we're focusing on cancers. Let's talk about health. Now, with health, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Ain't that right? So, okay. Now, and I also want to let you know, just because your birth chart is what it is, just know that the stars incline you. They do not compel. Thank you, Linda Goodman, for that good information. Thank you, Linda. Linda, you're so awesome. Linda's awesome, y'all. Linda, she's one of my teachers and / gurus that has helped me in this journey of just trying to know thyself and help others know thyself. But when it comes to health, she says, basically, your birth charts and horoscopes, they can show which diseases and accidents to which your parts of your personal body and you might or are inclined to suffer. So, but she says if you take proper preventative measures, the astrological birth warnings will have accomplished their purpose, and you need not become ill in a manner indicated in the horoscope as the body's inclination. But if you do not take such preventative measures, for reasons I'm ignorant, then your body will be inclined to respond to electromagnetic pulls. And what were originally only possibilities, and will they become realities, All right. Well, there's nothing fatalistic about astrology, people. I just want to let you know, the behavior of humans is where the responsibility of predictive tragedy lies. Your refusal to heed warnings of your birth chart or take your astrological advice that would prevent the occurrence of all negative events foreshadowed in your horoscope. These are things that it's not just those choosing things concerning your health, okay? Love, all kinds of other stuff. Now, medical astrology, just so you know, FYI, everybody that's listening, because this episode, I'm going to talk about the cancer's health first. But in following episodes or episodes after this one, we will be talking about all zodiological signs and how and what parts of the body their sign rules and the dietary health tips and their basic erogenous zones that they might have. So this is going to be real fun. Like I said, I like to take our little 15-minute, 20-minute breaks and impart some real wisdom. Let's see here. I will also give you a little bit more background information as far as astrology and health. Like every physical illness, without one single exception, is the result of initial cause of a certain mental and emotional attitude. Now let that sit in. Every physical illness without any single exception is the result of the initial certain mental and emotional attitudes. What you think, what you say can result in a physical illness. Or, let's just say it's just for these, for example, the emotional seeding that causes arthritis, people, is resentment. Bitterness and frustration also go into arthritis making. Just held inside you, controlled, and not allowed to express itself outwardly. Be honest. Say what you feel or you get a punching bag. That's basically what it is. And let's say heart disease, and heart attacks. They're caused by A, lonely longing resulting from not being loved. B, the inability to give or return love. Or C, the inability to love oneself. The emotion of love and the human organ of the heart are inseparable. I cannot emphasize that enough. Anger is deadly and swift in its effects. When you become really violently angry with someone or something, raging, like pissed, whether or not it's justified and whether or not it's held or allowed to spill out. If you kept that, nevertheless, it creates a bile. And the bile, it builds up and is triggered by the anger. Seldom takes more few months, sometimes only weeks. So build up triggered by anger, all that bile, takes more than a few months or sometimes only weeks. But the point about that is don't just let it sit inside. An excruciating, painful gallbladder attack and the manifestation of gallstones, according to Linda Goodman, that's how I read and that's where I read from. It is a dreadful and painful price to pay for anger. Forgiveness is as practical as it is spiritual, y'all. Since it not only strengthens the soul, it keeps the body healthy. If you ever suffered a gallbladder attack, if you've ever had gallstones, ask yourself with whom or with what you were furiously angry a few weeks or a few months prior to that attack, because it has something to do with that gallbladder. Listen, it shouldn't be hard to remember. The memory of anger or rage strong enough to create bile, whether suppressed or expressed, stays with you for a while. Think about it. It will surprise you and also teach you an important lesson about uncontrollable rage. It also affects the spleen. Why do you think bile and spleen are used to describe violent emotions? Your birth chart, people, infallibly reveals not just your susceptibility to particular diseases and accidents, not just the organs composing the weak links in your body's chain reaction, but also the mental and emotional attitudes that's responsible for causing, specific parts of your body to attract accidents or infections. And beyond this, the birth chart contains the knowledge of the timing of illness and possible accidents, indicating when you'll be able or most vulnerable to one or the other, so that you can, so that it can be prevented or circumvented through an advanced change in the individual's mental or emotional behavior, indicated to be in the initiatory or in the cause, the original reason. All right. And if accidents or diseases has already occurred, the nativity will indicate which mental or emotional attitudes must be changed to reverse the progress of the illness or promote swifter healing of the body parts which have undergone some accidents. Sometimes your own instincts can cause a reversal, producing what doctors call spontaneous remission. The medical term used with no apparent cause for recovery can be found, That's what that medical term means, spontaneous remission. We can't find the cause anymore. Now, believe it or not, astrology accurately analyzes character, personality, physical strengths and weaknesses, and much more. But is equally helpful is the timing of the device, like the timing device. See, catching it and being preventative is what we want. So let me go on and round this out, today's episode, and we'll further talk about that in future episodes of this health thing. But the part of the body that's ruled by Cancer's, according to Joan Woolfolk, and I'll go back and I'll do some more Linda stuff because Linda's also good with this. Joanne says Cancer rules the breast and the stomach, and this part of the anatomy symbolizes nourishment and motherhood. And most of Cancer people born are characterized with as being protective and clingy. And the Cancer women, they often have beautiful bosoms, such as myself, which I showcase a lot, with soft, creamy skin and a curvy décolletage. And men of Cancer sign also have well-shaped chests and flat stomachs. But unfortunately, all of this changes as the Cancerian grows older because we're susceptible to gaining weight in later years. No! Because we find it very difficult to lose weight. Especially excess weight. We got tension, anxiety, emotional stress, and that's the leading causes of our illness, cancers. It's just what it is. We got delicate stomachs and digestive problems, and we're prone to ulcers. We're prone to gallbladder upsets. We're prone to gas pains, nausea, gastritis. Our health is not as robust, particularly in childhood, because many of us suffer from some kind of upper respiratory infection, allergies, bronchitis, something. But we Cancers, we will overindulge in wine and alcohol, and we don't even tolerate drinking alcohol well. It aggravates our stomachs. And that's one of the reasons why our weight increases, and then it causes fluid retention. For real? Ooh, I hate that. I hate looking like that. But anyway, food means security to us Cancer people, and so we turn to pies, cakes, ice cream, and candy to make ourselves feel better. And then when we're low in spirits, this is a self-accelerating spiral. So if we're depressed, we're really going to be eating cookies, cakes, and pies. We need to watch our diets very carefully in order to keep our digestive systems healthy and our weight under control, people. That's just what it is. And I will get into it further in the next episode, exactly how to prevent this. But just remember, we should have our meals in pleasant surroundings, no bickering or heated discussions at the dinner table. Basically, take a walk after a meal because it helps us with our digestion and just calming in our mind, just serenity. Let's try to walk in warm rain, but under an umbrella or by a seashore. This is awesome for us, okay, because it soothes our lungs. But one thing that's really positive, if we get sick, we recuperate faster if we're in our own homes, in our own bed. Well, you already know. Well, all right. Well, that's it, people. That's all I got. Thank you. I tell you, I'm going to get back with you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. And, for more information about how to subscribe to this podcast and help to support the production of future episodes, you can find me here on Spreaker, Shaquila Barnhill, or on my YouTube channel, Shaquila Barnhill, on my Facebook page at Is That Keela, on my Twitter page at The Birthday Lady, as it sounds. On my Instagram, again, I'm Shaquila Barnhill. Also have a personality website called personalities.wix.com/the-birthday-lady. And then I also have the birthday lady as a Gmail. So people, I really like to say thank you for listening in. You're awesome, and I do parties. I make customized Blossom Box birthday cards, personalized chart books. I make quick reference guides for love combinations. I do one-on-one consultations and readings. Upload a junk drive, whatever. But I also do speaking engagements. I do all of this because this is my attempt to help out humanity in my own little way, and I just thank you guys for just your opportunity, just for listening to me. And I just hope that you have a really blessed week. I just want you to know thyself. Because when you know yourself, you'll be true to yourself. Peace. Catch you next time. Thank you.